This time we're jumping right in to my favorite thing in the whole wide world, Python. Obviously, you guys know I love Python. Okay, so let's get in here and let's get rolling with some Scapy. All right, so the first thing with Scapy, just go ahead and say sudo Scapy. Now you're going to notice that it takes you to a prompt that looks, if I can see my password, it'll take you to a prompt that looks like the Python prompt. You kind of look at that and you go, huh, that's pretty strange, right? But play with Scapy. So when you start with Scapy, let's just set I to IP. So I'll just say I equals IP. Okay. Now that we've done this, let's display it. So now the display method becomes available. So we're going to say I.display, and then this implicit packet is built now. So you can see it's IP version 4. Nothing is really set in it right now other than the ID flag and the TTL. Source and destination are 127.0.0.1, and now we can start changing all of this stuff. So I'm connected to the network. You might want to change this IP address if you're not. So you're going to see that I'm going to say I.dst, see for right here. I'm going to set that to equal this IP address, which is a host in the network. Now, if I want to display it, you can now see that it's changed. Now I'm going to do IC, whoops. Okay, now let's set this up so I can handle the ICMP layers. So I'm going to call this IC, well, that's going to equal ICMP. Now, if I want to display that, here you can see that I just did an IC.display, and you can see that it's an echo request. And now, anyone who's had to take their CEH or any of those type of exams remembers that they really beat you up with ICMP type codes. You see that you could set that, huh? So you could set IC.code to whatever number you wanted, right? And you could set the sequence number to whatever you wanted. You could, change any of this stuff. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to send these packets. So this is that SR1. So I'm going to send receive I. So I was this portion. That's why it's going to 30.61. And then the IC, that's this stuff. So you're going to send receive to this host, and then it's going to be ICMP. So I hit enter, and you see that the whole packet was sent. Okay? So got the answer, and now you can see here IP version 4. This is the time of service. Here's your ID flag. And now you can see protocol is ICMP. This was the source. This is the destination. Okay, so the source and destination, the ICMP echo and ICMP reply, work beautifully. Now, what we can do is we can do the exact same thing, and now inside of it, we can send that same ICMP packet, and inside of that padding data of the packet, we can send in the payload whatever we want. Now, you can do the same thing over UDP. So I'm going to just set up a quick UDP listener. So I'm listening on TCP port excuse me, on UDP port 4444. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to up arrow and I'm going to change. I'm going to change this to my IP address of this host, 2.97. Okay, and let's set up the UDP portion. So U is going to be UDP. And now if I want to display it, just u.display. And we can see source port's domain, destination port is domain. Domain meaning domain name service, so not too shabby there. So now I'm going to set the destination port to be 4444. And then we can display it. So now you can see that it's going to the destination port, 4444. And now the same way that we sent this packet before, okay, all right, so now I'm going to send that Scapy for the win, sent via UDP. I'll check over here. Yep, got it. Got it. Okay, so now we have a way that we can send and receive packets. Now, raw socket stuff with the socket library, pretty handy. Pretty handy. You just need to connect to a port, see if a port is open. You know, hey, you're cooking with Crisco, right? Now, if you want to do some really interesting packet type stuff, you know, different packet, different protocols, you know, all that kind of stuff, you're probably going to want to do it with something like Scapy. Now, Scapy is designed to be used in tools. Like, they specifically made it, they specifically wrote it so that it can be something that you use to help you create tools, right? Amazing, amazing, amazing. So you're going to start, you're not going to start. You will see a lot of tools out there that use Scapy. Metasploit actually came up with Scrapy, which was a way to implement Scapy-like functionality rewritten in Ruby. So they needed to do that because obviously Metasploit's written in Ruby. So you're going to find that this type of functionality is changing the way that packet crafting is done. So let's take a look at what some Scapy-based tools would look like.
If I can help you learn about who we are, and hopefully, if you're willing to join us. This is Infosecaddicts.